Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video, and this is another JxmyHighroller reaction, and the uploads probably over this weekend are going to be a bit, there may not be an upload tomorrow. I'm going to try and do a few today on the main and the second channel, and yesterday there wasn't a post on the main channel, but if you wanted to see more videos, there's some on the second channel that I did, that I think I did actually the day before, because I was busy yesterday. I'm relatively busy today, and tomorrow I'm quite busy. So I apologise for that, but there will be still some videos here and there. But this is another JxmyHighroller reaction, and this one is when a 17-year-old Luka Doncic had to guard MVP Westbrook. And this would be an interesting one. Well, first I didn't even realise Luka Doncic started in the league when he was 17. That is kind of mad. I did not initially realise. I thought he came in when he was 18, 19 or 20. 17 years of age is actually kind of crazy being in the league. Who is the youngest ever player to play in the NBA? Doesn't have to be a good player, but who is just the youngest ever player to play their first game? Because 17 is mad. That's sort of like soccer ages, and I tend to think basketballers and NBA players in particular sort of start a bit later. They usually start around sort of 20, 19, 20, 21, maybe a bit older, because they have to do their education, I'm pretty sure, and just things like that. I may be a bit off with that, but there's just a sort of certain way that they do it in the US, and I like that a lot. But 17 years of age is kind of, I mean, it's something new. Again, I didn't initially realise he was that young when he started, but we're going to check this out. And to start against Westbrook, I mean, I'll be interested to see how he did, because Luka isn't a player who, his strengths aren't defensive plays. He may be good in certain areas there, but his main strengths are his offensive plays. So to see how he dealt with MVP Westbrook, I'm interested, man. But let's check this out and see what this is about.
Westbrook in October of 2016.
Why is it so quiet? All the audio's up. I feel like JxmyHighrollers videos always tend to be a bit quieter.
His record-breaking MVP season. You know, the one where he led the league in scoring, broke the record for the most triple-doubles in a season, and solidified his spot as a certified superstar.
God damn.
And here is his matchup on that night. A relatively unknown 17-year-old Luka Doncic.
Oh, he's not in the NBA. He's... Okay, now it makes sense. Because I know he came from the Spanish leagues. And I know he actually really supports the soccer team, Real Madrid team as well, but I did not realise that. Okay, so that maybe it was like a friendly or something.
Now, Luka was far from your ordinary 17-year-old hooper. He was already a 6'6" international champion on an accelerated path to the NBA. But Luka had never seen anyone quite like Westbrook. In just 18 minutes, Westbrook goes for 18, 3, and 4. Luka, on the other hand, didn't do so well. A tough matchup for a kid who was still trying to earn minutes. But just a couple years later, the same kid who was outmatched by Westbrook would give the former MVP and his team one of the toughest nights of his
that's kind of sick. This is
going
to be a banger, man. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
After facing the toughest matchup of his young career, Luka put together one of the most impressive 18-month stretches in European basketball history. In just a year and a half, Doncic earned a Liga ACB MVP, 2 Liga ACB championships, 2 EuroLeague Rising Star Awards, all EuroLeague first team EuroLeague MVP, and became a EuroLeague champion.
Jesus Christ.
At this point, it was safe to say that the frail 17-year-old from 2016 had become arguably the best NBA prospect in the entire world. Unfortunately for Westbrook, he had to find this out the hard way.
Okay.
Going at baseline, Luka.
Think about it when you call your own.
Oh no.
Luka with the fancy handles and shooting another step back. Turnovers committed by Dallas. There's Luka on the bounce. Got past George for the Thunder on threes in this game. Luka. Cleveland, by the way, has gone out of the game.
Jesus Christ, he's going in. Is he still a teenager at this point? If he's still a teenager at this point, that is scary.
Finds Luka. Westbrook up on him into the shot clock. Pump fake. Three-pointer. Yes, sir.
Just 2 years after their first meeting, Luka Doncic gives Russ 25 and 7 in a comeback victory against the Thunder. And this time, Russ was the one struggling to make things happen, finishing with only 9 points on 18% shooting.
Oh God.
Well.
Look how the tables are turned.
The turntables.
But the kid from Slovenia was far from finished with his revenge tour, because just 1 year later, Luka leveled up again.
He's averaging almost 118 a game. Step back.
What a shot though.
Step back three again. Luka.
Homestand, gentlemen. 4 wins as Luka launches and hit.
And it's Luka who slipped around Harden out there with 3 fouls and 80%.
Slowly gone down.
Luka. The ball. And Luka takes it.
Oh my god.
Luka back into the game.
That step, man.
Harden runs into 2 defenders, lost the ball. Luka picked it up, trying to beat everyone down the floor.
Bro, it's crazy how within a few years he's just like turned into this absolute beast. Like he was struggling, and again, as a 17, I say again twice, but like as a 17-year-old, you're probably not gonna be at your full, well, you're not gonna be at your full potential at all. But like how quickly he turned that around, and I guess he still was a very promising star. Like when he was 17, like he must have been to even be playing. But like to sort of, maybe he used that sort of game against Westbrook and the Thunder, like the few years prior, to sort of learn and try and properly, like, I guess, make it in this sport, and it's obviously worked out. And now, within a few years, he's now doing the thing that happened to him to flipping Westbrook, man. Whilst getting fouled as well.
In just their 4th ever matchup, Luka Doncic dropped a 40-point double-double on Westbrook in a double-digit blowout.
Oh, no.
A game that no one could have predicted in 2016.
40
The kid who couldn't keep
double-double.
up with the league's MVP, now looking like the league MVP, balling on the man he couldn't stop just 3 years ago. In Russell Westbrook's prolific 12-year NBA career, in the 966 total career games Russ has played in, Luka's 41-point bomb is the 10th highest scoring total any guard has ever scored against Westbrook.
Oh my god. And this is him like in his like early 20s, I'm pretty sure. Well, he is still in his early 20s, so his early 20s. Bro, Luka is a different animal, man. I really need to look into him more, because like from what I'm seeing, from what I've seen and from what I've like watched, etc., he's just got everything, and he's still. It's scary how young he really is. It's scary, man.
His team, and it only took him 3 years to rise to the occasion. But Luka is not the first player to meet and play against an NBA star long before he stepped foot in the NBA. Back in 2013, a 16-year-old Devin Booker challenged a prime Andre Iguodala to a friendly match of 21.
That's kind of sick.
At the time, Booker
I played 21s before, I'm
was
pretty
ranked
sure.
as the 18th best recruit in the country within his class, and just wrapped up his junior year in high school. Andre Iguodala was an NBA All-Star, so of course Booker is playing it cool. But the kid was eager to show off his bag. Immediately, Booker gets into his moves and hits Iguodala with a few jumpers.
16 as
Now,
well.
Iggy is guarding Book as if he doesn't want to break a sweat in his polo. But as Booker begins to hit more shots, it becomes clear that Iggy's competitive nature is kicking in. And in a matter
Can't
of
get beat by
minutes,
kids.
Iguodala shows Devin Booker that even as a top recruit, there is a monumental gap between him and an NBA vet.
Boy, if you don't...
Good.
You forced him to try, bro. You forced him to try.
Good.
Oh,
He's
no.
heating up. Oh my god. Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
So an NBA All-Star cooked a 16-year-old. No real surprise here. But not even Devin Booker could predict what was to follow for the next 7 years.
Exactly.
Because after getting drafted to the NBA less than 2 years after this one-on-one, Devin Booker would go on to outplay Andre Iguodala in 7 of their 9 matchups.
Oh my
including one of
god.
the best games in his early career.
Bro, it's just, his videos are fucking ridiculous. Oh, mate, everything he just does, like, the research he does is ridiculous. My favourite channel out there, man, for sure. He's so, like, in-depth. He finds the most unique stats. I love this channel so much. It's ridiculous.
Devin Booker. Booker turning the corner. Booker got the switch with Cousins stepping.
Booker is cold, though, man. He's such a deadly player. His shooting is ridiculous, man.
Booker.
This is going to be tough stuff here.
Booker.
In the final 5 minutes.
with a furious right-hand finish.
In just their 8th ever matchup, Devin Booker dropped a 37-point triple-double on Iguodala and the Warriors. One of many reminders that he had evolved from the young, inexperienced 16-year-old that got worked by the former All-Star.
That is disgusting.
But no up-and-coming talent met more NBA players growing up than Trae Young. Throughout his teenage years, Trae had the pleasure of meeting the NBA's best players time and time again, like Kyrie Irving, who he dropped 26 points on as a rookie, and Damian Lillard, who he snapped this picture with back in 2013, and then outscored him with a 35-point game in his second season in the league. Here's a picture of baby Trae with Blake Griffin, who he dropped 30 points on as a 20-year-old.
Jesus.
And then there's this throwback of Trae Young with Julius Randle. Now, Julius and Trae do not guard each other when their teams play. But to say that Trae torches Randle and company every time they play each other would be a massive understatement.
Yeah.
Because this season, Trae scored 41 points on Randle and his squad.
Oh my fucking god.
Did I say scored? I meant to say Trae Young averaged
33, 42, 35, 48, 17, 42, 24. Oh my god. I mean, you look at Randall, and I mean, I guess because he got quite a high, because you look at his points scored, and that's not actually that bad, but people say Trae is very poor defensively. And if they're, actually, he said they're not guarding each other, didn't he? So that's not actually a point. But 42, 48, 42, 33. That is nasty,
41
man.
points on Randall and his squad. 41 points per game. The small, unintimidating child who just wanted a picture with Julius has now spent the last 2 seasons treating him and his team like the local YMCA club team. This is unbelievable.
That's kind of sick, though.
If you told Julius Randle 5 years ago that the kid who asked for a picture with him would average a 40-piece on him, he would assume that you escaped from some insane asylum. And so would I. But although the odds are slim, someone out there is bound to become the next NBA star. It may be someone watching this video right now, but the odds of them getting the opportunity to meet and even play against their future opponents years before they even become an NBA prospect, and then go on to give these players buckets, is extremely unlikely. A kid from halfway across the world, a 16-year-old high school junior, and a severely undersized point guard who felt lucky enough just to snag some pictures. You truly never know who's next up. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, until next time.
It's kind of crazy though, because like when you really deep it, yeah, like you'll sort of like there's probably a picture that let's just say Giannis has taken a picture of like a young player who's coming through, like 16, 17-year-old, maybe younger. He took a picture of like 2-3 years ago, and then maybe like in 5-6 years he's gonna have like. He's just going to get bodied by that guy. And maybe Giannis isn't the best example because Giannis is such a freak. But like, that sort of concept, like there's probably pictures that have happened recently that our players had of I say recently, before the virus happened. They had a picture of like a youngster who's just like a promising player. But like, again, you sort of don't picture like maybe in a few years he's going to be balling against you, bro. In 5 years' time, flipping like Curry's getting dunked on by someone. It's just like one of those things. But that's what makes the sport so fun, man. But it's interesting, like, this was a very good video, man. Whenever he posts, I try and react to it as soon as possible because I genuinely, like, he's one of my favourite YouTubers in general. Forget like, basketball YouTubers or just sport YouTubers. He's one of my favourite YouTubers in general. Like, his videos are, so, like, in every way possible, they're so, like, intriguing, but they sort of teach me a lot. And it's just, like, he finds the most unique, the most random stats. And it's really fun to watch, man. And yeah, this is a banger of a video. And I mean, 17 Luka Doncic doing this against MVP Westbrook, and then a few years later, destroying him himself. I mean, you gotta love to see it, man. Jimmy, you gotta do a video on the Nuggets or Clippers. I would love that. I mean, he liked that, so I assume he will do. When you said that the next NBA star might be someone who's watching this video right now, my brother Turner said, "That's me." I love that. 135 Westbrook had to find that the hard way. Shows PG. Guess what I was thinking? PG was getting like done there. That's literally what I was thinking.
The hard way.
14 and 3. Going at baseline.
That was literally what I was thinking. Like, Luka has nothing personal with Russ, and Russ has nothing personal with Luka. They're just playing a game. Exactly, man. Only the OGs were here when they had Trap Sax Cam. Like, hey, Jimmy, the guy who owns the old Trap Sax sound, when you can now use it freely, so please bring it back. Oh, wait, is it like the copyright back then? Where did he say? Go to the prod niche channel. So it's free Logic Tap, beat trap beats, trap sax, beat trap sax. And go to the top comment and see what it says. Oh, it's just talking about. I'm guessing that's his background song, or background sort of theme song that he's on about. Luka versus Rockets, and I took that personal. How to increase your chances of becoming an NBA player. Step 1, take a photo with an NBA star. Yo, I mean, if I ever go to the US, I'm gonna have to take a picture of someone, and my dreams might come true. By saying that, I am so bad at basketball. I am not saying that because I'm ass. I'm so bad. Now I'll take a picture of a soccer player instead. Might be playing in the Premier League in a few years. Might be scoring hat tricks against Ronaldo. You never know. You never know. You do know. I'm not happening that. I like how he talks about something he likes instead of the playoffs. Yeah, that's the thing, man. He like the playoffs are going on right now. Like, as a hot topic, he could probably get a lot of views from that. But he just does his own thing, and I assume he will touch upon that. But that's just JxmyHighroller for you, man. And yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, anytime you post, I'm just going to upload anyway. So, I mean, suggestions or not, I guess it's just going to happen anyway. But for those who do enjoy these videos, thank you so much. Like, genuinely, like, the support on the channel still is mind-blowing, and it means so much to me. But yeah, we'll keep it going. And again, like I said before, over the weekend and the next few days, the uploading won't be as consistent. But I will be back to that soon. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.